Oh, Spark FM Online. Everybody scream. Yes, everybody scream.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Wow.
My voice is shot. My voice is shot.
Like a little possessed, Tristan. Yeah,
No.
all right there, buddy.
Not possessed.
Jeez.
Don't do that.
Jeez. Good morning, everybody. It is Thurs Dizzy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's my most unfun day.
What we gonna do today, sir?
We're gonna have a good time, Tristan. We're gonna have a good old time.
We gonna do
We gonna get down tonight. What's the rest of that song? Oh yes,
down tonight?
make a little noise.
Make a little love.
Make it a little. Is it make a little love? I thought it was make a little noise.
Bam, bam.
Oh
No.
man.
Not-
Today is the Thursday. It is the 16th of March. We are still in Pisces season. That's why we so wet every day, except for today. It is sunny and nice. It is no, I just didn't put no water on my head. You talking about my hair? I'm not looking rough. I'm looking eclectic.
You looking rough. Who said that?
Janet.
Damn.
Janet's like the old, Janet's like the old school people who you looking, feeling nice today, and they be like, "Wow, you're
But this
looking
is
like
the
you're
rough
getting
morning
wet."
show. I know I'll be looking
No,
rough.
no, I have to do my hair later, so I didn't give that to y'all because I got things to do later.
Oh.
I'm gonna wet it down and slick it back. Put on a little rouge on my lips.
Don't slick it back.
A little blush on my cheek, and I'm gonna be outside with a clip in it. A clipatine.
Monique would not be happy.
Oh, no, I didn't say a bonnet. And I technically understand where Monique, I sometimes want to wear my bonnet outside and I'd be like, I'm just going to be ghetto today. That's what I say. So I don't do it on purpose. What about you, Miss Tony?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes.
You wear your bonnet outside?
No. I don't wear my bonnet
Do you,
outside.
do
I
you-
did one time.
Do you approve of it or you just
No,
don't do it?
I disapprove of that. I do not approve of that.
Por qué?
I don't approve. I approve of, you can wear your bonnet if you go into the corner store. Don't wear your bonnet when you traveling on a plane. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Me either. Unless you got a really sexy hairdo and you got to put a scarf on it to keep your beehive from falling. Remember the beehives back in the day in the waterfalls? I would
No,
get
what
one
is
of those.
that?
When you would
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the crimply in the waterfall crimply, and then you would get the big. Mommy used to have the beehive all the time.
Yeah, but we
you
didn't
put the
have,
little thing in
We
there.
didn't have bonnets back then.
Yeah, and you put those on there, and then you slick it back with a lot of gel and a lot of spray. She didn't have that kind. She had a nice texturized kind.
Have y'all
and you
watched The
slick it back.
Strays yet?
The Strays?
Yeah.
No. What is that?
You gotta watch The Strays.
Trying to
got
get us
hair
to
like
watch
that?
this
It's a
old
movie
crazy
on
movie.
Netflix.
Oh.
It ain't no scary movie. But y'all gotta watch it.
I'm thinking about Baps.
Don't
For
get
the
Aunt
hairdo.
Jemima. You know what I remember? I remember back in the day, probably had to be like 92, 93, 94. And my grandmother.
92, 93, 94,
and
95.
around them time, because I remember the hot comb being on the stove.
Oh, yes.
yeah.
The nice smell of hair burning in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
I remember it'd be like a Friday night. My grandmother and my daddy all just hot combing and the
That's
smell
what
of
you
burnt
got to get
hair.
ready for the weekend.
Yeah.
Smell
And
burnt
you gotta
hair in the
grease
house.
it down.
Grease it.
Or use some of that good what was it?
Dr.
wax.
Magic.
It would be the smell of
wax.
burnt hair and fried
And
chicken
grease.
and French fries.
Pressing wax.
That's but real French fries.
What is it called? Blue Magic.
No, Jesus.
No, it used to be. What was the name of the pressing wax? It was like a red color, and it was a pressing wax to keep your hair stiff and straight.
Happy birthday to Angie. She's the big 8 years old today. Yay,
Happy
go
birthday,
Angie.
Angie.
Go Angie. Go little
Happy
Janet
birthday.
Jr.
Janet, little
This is
Janet.
Capricorn. I got checked by a Capricorn the other day. She was like,
What'd
this
they say?
is Capricorn season, so don't be playing with me.
I thought it was Pisces season.
I was like, all right, damn. Huh?
What
It
comes
is
after?
Pisces.
It's Pisces right now.
Capricorn
Pisces.
is in December, ain't it?
But she,
She had to say Pisces. It's a
Is it
Pisces.
Is it Pisces?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Pisces. They're the fish them.
Capricorn was when? That was that. Yeah,
I don't know the
that is
numbers.
after- I don't know.
Capricorn dates is,
Maybe she said she was a Pisces.
December 22nd to January
maybe she said she
19th.
was a Pisces.
Yeah, she had to say she was a
Yeah,
Pisces.
because she skipped over Capricorn, then it was Aquarius, and now it's Pisces. So she had to say she either said Aquarius or Pisces.
Pisces ends on March 20th.
Oh, okay.
And then we get into the Aries season.
Shout out to Emily.
Aries, then Taurus, then the Geminis, and then the Cancer. So that's the five. That's the five that's up. Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. That's what we going out right now.
Y'all believe in
Zodiac sign?
zodiac signs?
I feel like some of the things be a little true-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever read a zodiac book?
Not
Like
a
real,
full
like
book.
a full
I've
book?
gotten a full reading before that tells me all of my Mercuries and Venus and my Libras and Saturns and all kind of things, and down to the date, the time that you were born, and what that means for you in your life going forward and things as such.
What is your sign?
I'm a Libra.
A water sign or fire sign?
I am an air sign.
Air.
I don't know if that's true, but I know that I'm a Libra. I don't know what color it is, what weather it is.
Let's look it up. What type of sign?
Element.
Type of element is a Libra. I should know this, shouldn't I?
You are.
I told you I was an air.
Ah,
Yeah.
wow, look
My
at you,
qualities are hot and wet.
baby.
That's what it says. Tony is a water sign and she's cold and wet.
Yep.
Wow. I don't want a cold, wet one.
It says, what makes this water sign unique is its distinctive venomous sting.
Round.
I
mean,
am a Sagittarius fire sign.
and you are what? Hot and
Hot
wet?
and dry.
Hot and dry. Ew.
Hot and dry. Ew.
If you guys want us to tell you what you are, put your zodiac signs in the comment section. Call us up 617-272-3387. I just don't know how we get to places.
People who believe in zodiacs be like, I was born when some stars a billion miles away were overhead, so that it excuses my shitty behavior.
King Charles' birthday is the day after mine.
King Charles.
Hyper like Capricorn. Capricorn, you are a
Earth sign.
earth sign, cold and dry.
Cold and ooh, that's terrible. Hyperreal, that's terrible.
What am I, cold and wet?
You're cold and wet. Yes.
Oh, wow.
August is a Leo. Let's check it out. There's the Leos. You are a fire sign, hot and dry.
That's my son.
Hot
Mike
and dry.
Nice, he's a Sag. You know what it is. I don't think I'm cold. What is
Sagittarius is fire,
hot and dry.
You are hot and dry. You need the moisture.
Hot and dry.
Pisces, which is this month, is the water sign, and they are cold and wet.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
I don't like it.
You don't want to be cold and wet?
No.
You want to be hot and wet like me, right? Speaking of cold and wet and hot and dry, today is Thursday. It's going to be partly cloudy, high of 49 degrees Fahrenheit with winds of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We're going to get a lows of 33, and there's no chance of any rain.
Nice.
Let me take it.
I don't believe it. I feel like that we might still
This
get
is
rain.
west north. This is definitely west northwest. I can feel it on my finger. It's on the east side.
You ain't feeling the damn thing inside of this building. That's what I know. That is what I know.
I want to be able to tell the weather from my finger and tell the time from the sun. Can any of you guys do that? Can you do that? You ever been able to be like, look at the sun and be like, oh, it's approximately 6:13?
I don't know which way
I'm
is
pretty
east
good at that.
or west.
You think so?
I'm pretty good at that time estimating.
By looking at the sun?
I'm usually within like 3 to like, if I'm not like spot on,
Usually
3
3 to 5
I'm like
hours.
3 to 5 minutes between guesstimating the time. I am.
I'm within 3 to 5 days of what time it is.
I'm in
I've
3 to
been
5
living a
Weather
long
Channel
time.
of telling y'all what the weather is going
Even
to
though
be.
now it's
I'm
getting a
gonna
little
read y'all a
different.
little sweary affirmation today.
Oh, good.
Oh, bless
It's
us.
affirmation time with Miss Tony.
Affirmation time. Dun, 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 dun. Do one thing every day that makes you feel effing fabulous.
Yes.
That is from my little bag of sweary affirmations.
I
Little
like
bag.
it.
Amen.
Can you read that one to us every time so we can start off the day good?
I will.
We like to
So
cuss.
this one says, do one thing every day that makes you feel effing fabulous.
And that is going to Dunkin' Donuts and having a donut.
No.
I really, 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 really love donuts.
I'm down 3 pounds from Monday.
Ooh!
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
So how did your fasting reprieve go? Did you have your egg?
I had 6 boiled eggs yesterday. That's all I ate yesterday.
Did you fart?
No, I didn't fart, but I had a reaction.
What was the reaction?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to talk about it.
Tell me my eggs. Now I'm curious.
But I did get really, really hungry between the times that I ate yesterday. And then I went to bed early, which I think is another, like I said, that's a good benefit. So I went to bed early. I woke up, and then, my eating window now is 2 to 6. And so in the meantime, I will drink this big old 64 pounds of water.
I hear if you put lemon and coffee grounds, it helps you lose weight very fastly as well.
But this is what did you say this one is?
These are allspice.
Allspice.
Allspice. And the water, I boil the water in my kettle and then let it cool off and then put it in here so it's purified.
No.
And then I sip it throughout the day.
And yesterday you had this, did you finish it?
I did.
Oh wow, are you peeing profusely?
Extremely profusely.
See, that's another reason why I can't do the big gallons of water thing because I don't. One time when I was drinking, I woke up like 5 times in the night to go pee, and that's just very unhappy. I don't like it. I don't feel happy.
Oh no, I only woke up one
smokers,
time
yeah.
last night, but I don't like waking up to go to the bathroom. I only woke up one time to use the bathroom last night.
Janice said, has anyone ever woke up famished even though you are good the night before?
Oh yes, if you eat a good meal before you go to bed, you are going to wake up starving.
And why is that? Why does the body work like that?
Your body has time to recalibrate, and it allows it to digest. So by the time the fat has eaten itself, you are now craving fat more.
Oh.
I said fat more because it was a more there, and it came into my head. More fire. With that said, let's get into this show. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Oi, oi, oi. Whoa, ho, ho. Yeah. Whoa, ho, ho, ho,
Check you out with the vocals.
Thank you very much. It is again Thursday, 3/16, March 16th, and we're gonna start off this news. I had to go through and delete something. Let's start with the towns violating MBTA housing law may face legal action. What's the MBTA housing law? What that mean?
I know. I didn't. MBTA housing? They have MBTA housing?
A handful of cities and towns have not complied with the MBTA community's law so far, saying they would rather give up the state funding tied to compliance than permit the development envisioned by the statute. What does that say? Let me see. All right. And that is it. That is what we got there. And
All right.
I hate when that happens.
And that's what they're saying.
That's
You
it.
guys gotta pay
They
attention
said
to
that.
that because the town's is violating the MBTA thing, and we don't want that to happen. I think she's so
Here we
cute,
go.
Andrea Campbell. Each of the 175 municipalities subject to the MBTA communities law must comply with the legislation, Campbell's office said in an advisory. So Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell notified cities and towns on Wednesday that they could face legal action from her office if they do not comply with a new law meant to spur multifamily development near MBTA lines. A handful of cities and towns have not complied with the law so far, saying that they would rather give up the Mass Works housing choice and local capital project state funding tied to compliance than permit the development envisioned by the statute. What does it mean?
And what is the housing? Did you say that?
No, yeah, but let me
It's on
go
the-
up more. Let me see. Let me skim the article.
That's it.
All right.
The whole article.
All right. Importantly, MBTA communities cannot avoid their obligations under the law by foregoing this funding. The law requires that MBTA communities shall have a compliant zoning district and does not provide a mechanism by which a town or city may opt out of the requirement.
Wow.
Okay.
So
Well, that
are they
sounds-
saying that the cities have to allow people to build housing
multi-family
around
housing?
MBTA?
Or are they saying that they can't build it around it? No, they definitely can, because all those apartment buildings and stuff, those
Yeah,
are
that's-
multi.
There's
Yeah.
mad apartment buildings.
And they're all by the MBTA line. They're all like, I don't know.
These laws so far say that
Interesting.
Rather give up the state funding tied to compliance and permit the development.
I don't know what that means. All right.
No. That means
We'll dig more into that and see if we can figure out what that means and how we can get that handled. 4 things we learned from the Globe investigation into the man charged with killing Tyler Lawrence. This is the
This-
young boy.
this guy. Wow.
Is interesting.
Wow.
So Tyler Lawrence is the 13-year-old boy who was at his grandma's house over the weekend around the beginning of the year, and he was shot multiple times from a man. And we're gonna get into the story and find out the 4 things we need to know about that man. Decades of court documents paint a fuller portrait of the Boston man charged in the January killing of the 13-year-old Tyler Lawrence. The Norwood boy shot to death while walking in his grandparents' Mattapan neighborhood. An exhaustive review of court filings by the Boston Globe revealed that 34-year-old I'm going to call him Sean
Yeah.
Skerritt has a long history of violent incidents and criminal charges dating back to his days as a troubled teenager who reportedly spent time with members of a Boston street gang. I am who I am, a gangster, Skerritt wrote to a friend in 2015, according to the Globe, but also a good man. I have enough heart to feel. Skerritt had a troubled youth. Alexander Skerritt, Sean's father, told a probation officer in 2006 that his son grew up with chores and curfews in a stable 2-parent home in Dorchester. Somewhere along the way, things went off the rails. I was like, overnight he changed, Alexander Skerritt reportedly told the probation officer. Sean's early records include a middle school suspension for bringing a knife to class, as well as a suspended sentence for carjacking, assault, and battery with a baseball bat. Jesus. In 2005, a shoplifting spree at a Somerville Walgreens turned violent when Skerritt, then 16, stabbed a store employee in the chest. According to the Globe, that employee, Ariful Matuber, said Skerritt's mother later apologized to him and told him her son couldn't control his temper. The Globe was unable to reach the parents for comment. An attorney for Skerritt declined the newspaper interview request. He allegedly showed signs of rage disorder. The Globe reported that 2 separate clinicians identified in Skerritt's signs of intermittent explosive disorder, which Cleveland Clinic notes is marked by frequent impulsive anger outbursts or aggression. A social worker who worked with Skerritt after the Walgreens stabbing described him as manipulative and unrepentant, but also praised his engagement in a substance abuse treatment program.
This article is very long.
It is. Skerritt has been linked to other murders.
Yes.
According to the Globe, court records show that Skerritt was a named person of interest in a homicide as early as 2010. Though he was never charged in the case, that same year he was also arrested in the first of several firearm charges, later pleading guilty and receiving a 5-year prison sentence. He was only out of prison for 2 months when Julian Printips was gunned down
Okay, so
in.
we know someone with that exact name.
Yeah,
So I wonder if that's a relative.
it gotta be, right?
Yeah.
Does he look Julian Printips? I don't know. Let's see. Julian Printips was gunned down in the parking lot of Dorchester convenience store in January 2014. The Suffolk County District Attorney's Office announced a year later that Skerritt had been charged in the murder and alleged the 2 men were affiliated with rival groups.
Yeah.
Skerritt was acquitted in 2017 with the defense attorney noting in court papers that prosecutors only had one witness to identify him at the shooting scene. He also has pending drug charges.
Yep.
This was
2014.
I think so.
Yes.
It was just some-
I remember that.
Yeah, so we do know that person. Okay.
Yes, I remember oh, wow. Shortly after Thanksgiving in 2021, a Massachusetts state trooper noticed a car with highly tinted windows driving on a commercial strip in Fall River. Police said a search of the vehicle turned up more than 40 grams of crack cocaine, but prosecutors were forced to drop the charges because Massachusetts windows tint rules don't apply to vehicles registered out of state, and the trooper lacked probable cause for the stop. Wow.
There's there's something else in this article about he himself was found with 2 gunshot wounds. In February of 2020, police in Pawtucket, Rhode Island responded to a report. Oh, you read that?
No.
Responded to a report of gunshots and discovered Skerritt with 2 shots to his chest, the newspaper reported.
Oh, damn.
Officers found 2 bags of suspected cocaine and an inoperable handgun while searching a recycle bin next to Skerritt. Skerritt was charged with a drug offense and released on bond. The charges are still pending.
It seems that this man has been able.
He is.
Wow.
He is.
Golly.
Why are you so bad?
Sheesh. God. What is wrong with him?
What is wrong with him?
He's too pretty to be so evil. He's like Lucifer.
That sound like the devil.
He literally
yes.
is. My God. The Lord spared you.
Strapping and everything. Strapping and strapped.
Yes.
His
And
problem.
strapped and psychotic. Jesus.
He just seems like what happened to him?
I don't
His
know.
father said he was raised in a 2-parent home.
So that's where I always have an issue when people start to go after single parent homes.
Yes.
Because a lot of these times, these people were like watching BMF. Them two children.
Yeah.
The 3 of them, but the 2 boys was raised in a church-going 2-family loving ass household.
Yeah.
I mean loving household.
Yeah.
So when people sit there and make these claims about the single parent and the whatever, sometimes you could do the best you can with these children. They just gonna turn out how they gonna turn out.
Yeah.
And that's a damn shame because his parents have to now sit through this and watch their son literally be a friggin' deviant.
Again.
Mercy.
Over and over.
And this time for killing a baby.
Yeah.
Now, okay, you in a gang and y'all shooting at each other, and okay, you selling little drugs, but now you out here shooting kids, bruh.
But do you see where it says that? So he was just released like 2 days before he shot the little boy.
Wow.
Tyler's family and friends listened in as a Suffolk Assistant District Attorney Julie H. Higgins described how in a span of 1 minute and 11 seconds, Skerritt allegedly approached the boy on the street and shot him 5 times at close range before fleeing. That takes a turn differently than what I was even thinking. I thought it was a drive-by and he looked out the window and shot up the boy. He walked up to the boy, probably said something to him, and shot that baby 5 times.
5 times. So it says Skerritt was arrested on federal drug distribution offense February 5th, just 1 day before law enforcement in Boston named him as Tyler Lawrence's alleged killer. So he was arrested 1 day before he got named as the killer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me just close that from him because that's Lucifer right there. He's the actual devil.
And he pleaded,
El Bubayago.
He pleaded not guilty to all of the charges.
That's because the thing is, it made sense for him to plead not guilty because when we're always screaming about the justice system ain't working, this is the opposite side of the justice system literally just not working.
Yeah.
Like you guys keep on finding this boy, but because you keep on doing weird things, he keeps on getting away with it. And he keeps on being able to continue to do weird things all the time.
And he's textbook deviant.
Put him in the jail. Sometimes I don't feel like we got to go through the court system. Lock that man up.
Hold him there.
Let me know.
Why they keep...
Do what y'all want to do with him.
No, not specifically about him, but why would they keep letting someone who is a known criminal, why would they keep letting them out?
Because of law.
Because one time when he had 40 pounds of cocaine. The racist cops pulled him over for no reason. So he by fault got over. If they had, I mean, I don't know. Stop pulling black folk over for no reason and you won't let the rest of them get through. What the hell am I reading? He shot that baby in close range in his body. Five times. Like pow, 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 pow.
5 times. 5 times.
Oh no.
I didn't know that.
Me either. And I'm upset about it. Wow. Something else that we've been dealing with a lot, and I don't know if it's because social media is more inclined to be posting them, but we've been seeing a real big influx of missing people.
Yeah.
Like, people have just been going missing immediately. Yep. Governor Healy proposed new statewide unit to help police improve missing people cases. A new unit to help police improve coordination in handling missing and unidentified people cases has been proposed by Massachusetts Governor Maura Healey amid an ongoing search for a missing immigrant woman whose case advocates say demonstrates a lack of urgency on the part of investigators. The $300,000 Healy has proposed will help fund the unit, which she said will assist local police departments in standardized data collection and reporting of missing people statewide. Recent immigrant and Boston resident Reina Morales Rojas has been missing since November 26th. Mm-hmm. It wasn't until January 12th that Boston police issued a missing person alert. November to Jan. Wow. Yeah. In February, 6 Boston City councilors of color sent a letter to Boston Mayor Michelle Wu and Police Commissioner Michael Cox noting the delay between Rojas' disappearance when police issued an alert. Unfortunately, the type of response Ms. Morales Rojas' case received reflects a nationwide pattern. Missing cases of women of color are often unmet with the same urgency as their white counterparts. In this case, Reina is not only a woman of color, but also an immigrant, which further makes her susceptible to dismissive treatment. We've been working on the case since day one. There's always more that you could do, but the fact is we've been working very hard, Cox said. We need the public's help to finding out where she is or who might have her. Wu said the city has been supporting police in the investigation and is working to strengthen connections between police and immigrant communities, in part by putting out information in multiple languages. I don't feel like that's enough. I feel like they should be contacting every media outlet out there and sending a press release to all the media outlets to get them to run the story on a bigger platform than you guys just sending out a little thing that's saying, hey, we need the community's help. I'm not saying that they're not working, but if it was a white woman, it would literally be on every news from here to CNN.
And
so why
already.
Exactly. So why is it or investigating and we're being updated with the investigation and all kinds of stuff? Gabby Petito, the white woman whose husband just killed her and dismantled her body. Mm-hmm. You know, like all of these people literally all of the white women get this national media outcry, and then these women of color get a social media post
2 months after they disappear.
2 months after they disappear. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing all that we can. Amber alerted, missing person, write it on a mailbox, on a milk carton, whatever y'all got to do to spread the word, but it's not enough. No. It's just not enough, and it's unfair. It's crazy. Awful. They want to, as of March 1st, Massachusetts law enforcement has reported to the FBI's National Crime Information Center a total of 1,927 active cases, including 1,908 missing people and 19 unidentified human remains. To have a checklist and protocols would only help. As the end of 2022, the FBI's National Crime Information Center had 97,000 active missing people cases. About 41% were children and juveniles under the age of 21. As of the cases, 52,000 were white, 30,000 black, 2,000 were Asian, 1,500 were Indian, 10,000 were of unknown racial background, and a total of 43,000 were identified as female, and 54,000 were male. Huh. Wow.
How many human remains did you say?
Human remains. Human remains. Where did I read that?
It was in the stats, in the numbers of how many.
I don't know where that went though, because I didn't scroll down.
And then, so it's I mean, I don't know why that stood out. Well, I know why that stood out. to
No,
me,
because
but, like,
that means that they are dead.
yeah, and then
And
how are
they
you going to
can't
identify them?
Yeah, you can't identify them to get that number down.
Yeah.
Other states have taken steps to enhance their missing person investigations. Montana and Washington have created systems for addressing the crisis of missing and murdered indigenous people, and a bill in Nevada would make it easier for reports of missing indigenous people to be shared with the police. Legislation in Georgia would mandate a cold case unit under the state's Bureau of Investigation, and Connecticut's senator has been working on a bill that would streamline the missing people reporting process and make sure state databases are up to date. What does all of that mean, though? Like, if I have a missing person, you just put my missing person in a database, and then what?
Nothing. Then they sit there. It becomes a cold case that's solved in 25 years.
Until we have to figure out how to identify the body parts.
Yeah.
Huh. Nice. Good job, everybody.
I don't know.
Everybody's doing a good job.
That disappearance of that Hispanic lady is really, really just disturbing, and I really hope that they find some resolution as to what happened to her, because that's really crazy.
USPS letter carrier assaulted while delivering mail in Massachusetts during the nor'easter. Who got time to be killing people, to be assaulting people in a storm? Go inside. Sit down. Leave the people alone.
Yeah.
First of all, they shouldn't have been working in the nor'easter anyways. And it ain't right that to make them people work in the nor'easter. They are tired.
I agree.
I don't know why the story won't pop up. Baby girl, I've been watching you like a hawk in the sky. If I were you, were my prey.
Hey, girlfriend.
Boy, I promise you, if we keep holding hands, I know that one of these days. The United States Postal Inspection Service and Lowell Police Department are investigating the assault of a U.S. Postal Service letter carrier in Massachusetts. Tristan's going to read the story, going to say the
Assault
story.
on a postal worker. A letter carrier in Lowell was attacked yesterday. Investigators say the employee was assaulted, suffered minor injuries. No other details have been released.
We're going to have a morning show meeting very soon. You're going to have to look through these things, girl.
Nobody wants to share no story with us today. Something happened, and that's all.
Yo.
Play the music.
Somebody got shot. All right. Jesus.
Wow. That's hilarious.
No, the news is crazy. Mass District apologizes for holding school after city gets 9 inches of snow. We called this one wrong, and we are sorry. It's hard to call it, though.
Yeah.
I will have to be on their side. Haverhill Public Schools apologized to families for holding school Tuesday after the
For
city...
holding school. That's so weird how they worded that.
For keeping... What do we put? Keeping?
Keeping school.
school.
For having
For having school, yeah.
For having school.
For keeping school on Tuesday after the city got 9 inches of snow. The school said it was following weather forecast, which predicted snow wouldn't start until 1 p.m. It started mid-morning instead. We called this one wrong, and we are so sorry, the Post reads. The school also said students will not be penalized if their parents had them stay home or leave school early. School was not canceled Wednesday, but there was a notice on the district website of a 2-hour start delay. It did cancel classes for preschool. A notification also went out on Facebook around 8:30 Wednesday morning.
Y'all cancel the school for people who really need you to watch their kids?
That's what I'm saying. You should never cancel daycare.
Right.
Daycare should always be the
You
one
should
thing
always
that's
hold daycare.
Keep it. Keep daycare. And I do think that it's not their fault. It's hard to tell. They canceled school the other day because it was 13 degrees.
Yep.
Then they didn't cancel school when we were supposed to have a whole nor'easter yesterday. And then sometimes they cancel school because it says that it's going to get 4 inches of snow.
What was it? Last week, my son's school told all the kids that they wouldn't have school the next day, and then started calling the parents at 5:30 in the morning to say that they was still holding school, and then called us every hour on the hour from 5:30 until 7:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, and text us on the half an hour in between to let us know that they were still holding school.
Please bring your child to the school.
Bring your children.
We are
School
here.
is open.
Report shows staffing issues impact the Boston Police 911 system. Okay, so we ain't got no missing person system. We ain't got no 911 system. We are doomed. Everybody run for your lives.
Seek shelter.
A new report auditing Boston's 911 system outlines several concerning issues, including an increase in callers not getting through to police. The Boston Police Department contracted mission-critical partners for the study, which found challenges with staffing, hiring, training, and retaining qualified call takers. So everything that you staffing, hiring, training, and keeping.
Yep.
The report paints a picture of a difficult few years for the department's dispatch system with a direct impact on the community. This current state has culminated in a staffing crisis and the expense of $2 million in overtime for both sworn and civilian staff in 2019 and over $2,008,000 a lot in 2020. I was surprised at some of the morale, the amount of forced overtime, and it looks like there's a lot of people dedicating a lot of time, but they have very little work-life balance. One impact of the staffing problem has been an increase in the rate of abandoned calls, in which a 911 caller disconnects without making contact with the call center. Out of more than 621,000 calls in 2020, more than 35,000 were abandoned. Oh, damn.
So they just dropped the call. So you in the middle of getting killed and they just dropped the call.
Don't have no staff. Click.
Call you back.
Call you back tomorrow.
Call back later.
Call back in 3 minutes. Gotta get some coffee. I'm very tired today.
That's awful.
Every center will experience abandoned calls. The goal is to keep them as low as possible. The report read, there are many reasons for abandoned call, including those who pocket dial, realize they are misdialed, or become frustrated waiting for an answer and hang up. That's a terrible reason for a drop call.
Yeah.
Additionally, when staff members are on another line, incoming calls cannot be answered right away. Regardless of the reason, this creates additional work as staff must try to reestablish contact with the caller to determine if there is an actual emergency. There's an unfortunate number. It's a sad number. It's a concerning number. The report also shows that in 2020, call takers took more than 21,000 hours of leave, the equivalent of about 8.3 weeks per person. So 2 months? Wow.
How do you get that?
You got to request that off. The same year, dispatchers used nearly 15,000 hours of leave, which comes out to about 9.3 weeks per person.
9 weeks? Well, let me go and work for them if that's how much vacation you get.
And
you don't even got to work there.
I think that people take so much time off from there because that must be mentally draining.
Oh yeah.
That must be a mental F up like every day.
I know. When I watch 911 and see what them people always taking time. That's true. They always taking time off because they're like, oh no, that was such a difficult call. They go sit in the break room and have lots of coffee.
Yeah.
I see.
It's terrible. I'm sorry, everybody. Everything is not. We got to get better. That's why I feel like we need more community. We need more community
therapy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, community collaboration. Maybe somebody could volunteer a couple of days a week to go, make coffee for the dispatchers or something like that.
Oh,
I don't know.
That sounds nice.
Bring them donuts and sit down on their break, or just walk by them and say, "How you doing?" I think enough people don't get asked, "How you doing?"
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true, and some people just want to know that somebody kind of cares a little bit, because a lot of people feel like people don't care.
You can have a very, very long, draining day, and then you just want somebody to have a little bit of for you, and they don't
care a little bit.
Anyways, we're gonna go commercial break, and we'll be right back after a few moments.
Okay. Now I'm sad.
Okay.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
Massive It's the Sunday Food with Father John and Trinitech. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Playing you vintage classics, calypso, ska beats, reggae, roots, R&B, souls, dub, and more. It's the Sunday Food. Every Sunday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Spark FM Online.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Yo, sugar man be ballin'. Leave chicks pigeon toed. Summer don't be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Miss Tony, come on, God, for us.
What was that you just did, Sauce? What happened
what's
there?
What's it called, rifting?
You got me choked up. I choked.
Because you didn't know your girl had those pipes.
Before we get into the national news, let me make a quick announcement. You guys, make sure you guys check out our new YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to our new YouTube page. Please run those numbers up. The name of it is YouTube. We're on YouTube. Search at Spark FM Network. At Spark FM Network.
Network.
Spark
I'm
FM
gonna put
Network.
the link down. I'm gonna drop the link down in the comment section so y'all can click it up and share it and subscribe and all that good stuff.
Annette Wheezy, we outside after they took us down before. They can't hold us down.
That's right.
Shoot.
Can't
That's
keep
all
a
I
good
gotta
station
say.
down.
Can't out the sparks.
Can we rise
You're
up?
listening to Spark
We
FM.
rise for the day. We rise in the way.
Yes, honey.
All right.
Sang it.
All right. The U.S. issues a travel alert for spring break in Mexico. Don't go there, they said. The U.S. State Department and the Texas Department of Public Safety have each warned Americans to skip spring break vacations in Mexico, noting that ongoing violence poses a significant safety threat. In light of the 2 incidents that we've heard about in Mexico, you would still plan to go to Mexico?
Oh, maybe Cozumel.
Cancun? Maybe?
Cancun.
Tulum?
Pereiro.
I don't know. They said don't go there.
No, but see, onto your question though, I would propose to not go to Cancun. To Mexico in general right now. It's a little hot over there. It's hot.
I don't want to go to Mexico no more.
It's a big fat cartel at the door.
Shoot. Listen, the warning comes in the wake of the kidnapping of 4 Americans in Mexico earlier this month. There's a level 4 do not travel advisory to Tamaulipas, the Mexican state that the Americans were in when they were kidnapped. The State Department issued its travel alert for this year's spring break on Monday. The advisory notes spring breakers who do visit Mexico should be wary of crime in the downtown areas of Cancun, Playa del Carmen, and Tulum, especially after dark. Visitors should also be careful about any medication and alcohol purchased in Mexico. American citizens have passed out and become injured after drinking possibly tainted alcohol in Mexico.
Was that the Borg too? They Borging down there?
No, anything. Don't drink. Don't go to no bars. Don't be in there seeing your frogs, dancing on the bar, taking your bra off, and all kind of things. Don't do all of that because they down there. They tainting your medications and the alcohol down there. Y'all think you down there being safe. Next thing you know, you done drink some fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
Don't do it.
The Mexican fentanyl like that, and that's the bad kind.
That's puro.
That's it.
A murder suspect slashed a 75-year-old's throat, ate his food, and slept on his couch. Uncle Grandpa sent this to me in the wee hours of the morning. Don't send me things in the wee hours of the morning. Dion Pelzer, 30 years old, was held without bail at his arraignment on Tuesday. And why is he held without bail? But this deviant in the Boston streets, quote unquote, was not held without anything. He wasn't held at all.
He was not held.
Prosecutors say a New York man who broke into an elderly Boston resident's apartment slashed his throat and then ate his food and slept on his couch, leaving the body to be discovered during a well-being check the next day, and he has been arrested for murder. Dion Pelzer of Brooklyn was charged Tuesday in Boston Municipal Court with murder and on a fugitive from justice charge out of New York. He was ordered held without bail and is scheduled to return to court on April 12th for a pretrial hearing.
On his couch.
It happened last month in Boston's West End. Our Kirsten Glavin is speaking with people who live in the same apartment building. They're just finding out about these terrible details.
I just hope he was asleep, that's all. That he didn't feel anything. I don't know what to say, but he was such a sweet guy.
Maria Hansen says she is just now finding out how her friend of nearly 3 decades was murdered last month. Investigators say 75-year-old David McDonald was killed after a man broke into his West End apartment and slashed his throat.
You know, he was a musician, he used to be in a band, he was such a good guy. That's all I can say.
According to the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office, the man accused of the killing is Dion Pelzer. They say after the murder, the 30-year-old ate McDonald's food and then slept all night on his couch before letting himself out.
Oh yeah, everyone's really scared because that night before, people were complaining because someone was trying to open doors.
This resident at the Amy Lowell Apartments, who wants to stay anonymous, says Pelzer followed someone into the building and started jiggling doors to find out which one was unlocked.
Okay.
Police were called, but she says they couldn't find him.
It's crazy that the police came and nothing happened. Like, the suspect was obviously in someone's apartment and killed him.
Investigators say the 75-year-old often left his door unlocked so Meals on Wheels America could bring him food. Suffolk County District Attorney Kevin Hayden saying in part in a statement, "This is a tragic reminder of how important it is to be alert to a non-resident attempting to slip into a locked building behind you."
But the fact that he was able to get in is just terrifying.
Pelzer is facing murder charges and a fugitive from justice charge out of Brooklyn, New York. Investigators say he was wanted for slashing someone there back in January.
What the hell?
He is being held without bail tonight.
Again,
in Boston, I'm Kirsten Glavin, NBC 10.
You slashed somebody in January. How you was able to get out and kill somebody with a knife? What happened that you are not held accountable for? It was January. It wasn't like 6 months ago.
Right? Like, I don't get that. So, January.
And how come Boston was covering that story?
Because it happened in Boston.
It happened in Boston.
Oh, the man was from Brooklyn.
He's from Brooklyn, but it happened in Boston.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Wow. Boston is dangerous.
Listen, that's scary because when I was living, staying in my apartment, I used to often forget to lock the door. Mm-hmm. Often. The first Zouave that I went to, I fell asleep naked and drunk in my bed. The door was unlocked.
Oh, wow. You wouldn't
And that's
known.
very scary.
That is very scary.
To think about now.
That's crazy.
Where's
Mike
Suave?
Burrell
That's
said his
crazy.
mother used to work in that building.
That is insane.
Who's working in that building?
I feel like in apartment buildings, you have a duty to make sure that your door is closed because there is way too many people living in the building.
Yeah.
For you to not.
Yeah.
You know, I know, and I would have been the same as you too. No, because I often don't. I'm not a door locker. Mommy yells at me all the time. Lock my I'm not done. I'd be like, oh my God, sorry. Shit. But, you know, like in an apartment building, I feel like you got to be real. What is not vigorous?
Vigilant.
But you would think you wouldn't have to because you're in an apartment building.
Yeah, you're supposed to look out.
The fact that he went in there and walked through and was jiggling
the doors.
Like,
yeah.
I'd have to throw something at him. Like, why are you jiggling the doors for?
I feel like he's done something before. I feel like.
Well, he did. They said that he had slashed somebody a couple months before. He's awful.
Another devil.
A deviant. Deviant. A New York couple, speaking of New York, in a Korean restaurant, the couple claims that they found a rat in their food and they're suing over their delivery order. It was a delivery. So you brought a rat in my food to my house? Oh, look at it. Look at it.
No, what are you talking about?
I can't get away from seeing it.
I don't want to see it.
What are you talking about?
I can't even see nothing.
I don't want to. I can't get rid of the picture. Let me make the screen bigger. Ooh, Ratatouille may have gone a little overboard after a couple of New York claims of food delivery.
Is that the head of the Ratatouille?
It's the whole rat.
It's the whole rat. Just to show the people.
Included a dead rodent in their soup, and now they're suing.
Yes.
Jason Lee and Eunice Lacuro Lee. Look, Eunice. We said that it
Was it rat head soup?
Are suing Gaemyeok, a restaurant in Manhattan's Koreatown, over what they say was a disgusting discovery. Why do this? According to the lawsuit obtained by TMZ, the Lees claim they ordered food from Gaemyeok on Sunday afternoon, and when they got the meal at their house, they started eating and discovered a rodent in what appears to be a bowl of soup.
No.
The Lees came.
My bad.
Oh, God.
I rebuke everything.
I had to hold my hand against. I don't want to see it.
I rebuke it. It's the whole rat.
It's the whole entire rat.
Bro, it's the whole rat.
It's not. Is it a mouse or is it a rat?
Bro, I don't care what it is. It's a rat. It is literally mouse to splinter in there.
They said they became disgusted and violently sick after finding the rodent in there. So can
Bro,
you imagine?
I would immediately
they
remove my bowels
and sought medical attention. My whole body would have drained from every orifice.
I would have been white and pale.
Out of my ears, everything would have been coming out of everywhere. My ears, my nose, everything, because I would have just drained. What the frick is that? The couple claims the alleged incident caused them severe, serious, and permanent personal injuries, plus emotional distress.
Get them their money. Get them people their money.
In the suit.
We shouldn't be going through for trial for that. We didn't order rat soup. I got rat soup. I don't know where that rat came from. I want my money, and I want it immediately. Like immediately. Now, I'm not going to court. Open the cash register. Give it all to me.
Whew.
Oh, man.
In the suit, the Lees claim Gaemyeok had gotten a C grade from the NYC Health Department in January, the worst possible letter grade. So what y'all order from there for?
Just say it one more time, sisters, because
why would you? Oh, they didn't know about that when they placed their order.
I don't care. Don't they got to put it in the front of the register with the little A or the B on it? Oh, don't they say on the app what the rating is for? They don't say that on the app. I'm not ordering nothing else no more.
I'm so weak. I'm so weak.
Let's go next story.
What if you had to eat that off your fast?
Hey.
Imagine, I would be so skinny right now, girl. The couple is going after the restaurant for money. We reached out to the restaurant and so far, no word back. They should have warned of the graphic pictures in that article.
Hey.
I'm so weak.
In some countries, rats are a delicacy.
Is it delicate? Maybe it's a delicacy in Korea. Do you think that they didn't see that rat when they was dishing it into the bowl for the people to eat? Why did y'all do
all right,
that?
let's go next story.
No, Tristan,
Please,
hold on.
It's a whole rat, though.
No.
Ay.
Let me see.
Is
rat a good meal for
Is rat a delicacy in Korea?
Oh, Lord, look at this one. Somebody come
Rat is a common food in many places in the world and many Asian countries in particular. One reason for this is because they are plentiful and generally easy to come by. So they make a good source of protein for people of all economic levels.
Somebody come look at this.
I can't. That's so nasty. Next story, because I can't. The Biden administration demands that TikTok be sold or risk a nationwide ban. What's so bad about TikTok?
The TikTok with China.
So TikTok, it don't got no filter. I think that's what it is. There's no filtration on TikTok unless you post a damn flower, some weed on there, and they want to restrict you mad hard. But if you want to loosen up your 20 hole, then you can do that. Or if you want to, if you want to. If you want to teach you want to teach people how to kill themselves, you can do that in a nice tutorial with step 1 through 14.
Teach them how to
make a pipe bomb. Yeah, teach them how to Borg. You can do all that. That's the problem here with TikTok. There's no filter.
Well, the Biden administration is demanding that Chinese-owned TikTok be sold, or the popular video app could face a ban in the U.S., according to a TikTok spokesperson.
You know, over there, the children can't even use TikTok until they're like 18.
Really?
Over here, they have a 13. I was listening to the CEO or the founder of TikTok, and he was like, his kids don't watch it because it's not even allowed to be watched.
Oh.
Here, they have strict, not, I don't want to say strict rules, but they have a bunch of different rules that you can apply to an account for a 13-year-old plus. But
I thought they had their own type of
no, but in real life,
China has their own social media. They don't have Facebook in China.
They don't have Facebook.
No,
they have their different. They have their whole setup, and TikTok is the only one that's been able to escape over here.
Oh my gosh! So it says whether federal officials have given TikTok a deadline to find a buyer remains unclear. Elon Musk gonna buy it, ain't he?
He's too much in debt right now. He's trying to recoup from buying Twitter like a jackass.
Kanye gonna buy it.
TikTok. Oh, you're gonna buy it so you can get the little girl off of it. So she is a TikToker.
She is a TikToker. I'm tired of seeing Northwest on TikTok.
Random, but how do you guys feel about her obsession with Ice Spice?
Oh, she has an obsession with Ice Spice.
Oh, Ice Spice did a play date with her.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Why does she even know who Ice Spice is?
I saw comments that said back in the day we knew who people like Trina and Kim, Lil Kim and stuff was and stuff like that.
Not when I was 9.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't know about her when I was 9 either.
No.
But you literally have a play date with Ice Spice who grabs her toonie hole like a...
And talks about that dude's a munch.
Yeah.
He ate me and ate it for lunch.
Yes.
What does she say there?
It's a munch. She only eat it for lunch.
Oh.
Just come over to eat the lang lang, and then he.
and the 9-year-old's obsessed with that person.
Yes, she even dressed like her for a TikTok video. She didn't do her little nasty dance where she bend over and grab her lung lung, but
that's the only part she didn't do.
That's the only part she didn't do.
Oh, jeez.
But in the song of the TikTok, it was literally saying like, suck it out.
Good night. I'm not reading any more stories. I'm done. I'm done. I signed off.
I wish my child would come to me talking something about no future or something like that. 21, can you do something for me, baby?
Well, poor little Noah used to be obsessed with the little Nas X song.
Oh, yeah.
And then one day somebody at the school told him it was a devil song. He don't want to hear it no more. And yesterday it came on the radio and I was singing, I told you once before. And he just sat in the back seat just quiet.
And they know all the words.
He will not sing it. He will not sing that song. Somebody told him it is of the devil. Anyhow. Whether federal officials have given TikTok a deadline to find a buyer remains unclear. Regardless, it is a major escalation by the White House officials who have grown increasingly concerned about the safety of Americans' data on the app used by more than 100 million Americans. It is the first time the Biden administration has explicitly threatened to ban TikTok. President Trump attempted to put TikTok out of business, but the actions were halted by federal courts. The new demand from U.S. officials will almost certainly be met with a legal challenge from TikTok. The company is disappointed in the outcome, said the TikTok spokesperson about the new demand from the U.S. officials. And
Snyder said the Chinese government owns TikTok. They are probably tracing and spying on federal representative devices. And that's why Biden was like, y'all got to remove them completely from your government devices. But I also don't understand what would be the purpose of you having the TikTok application on your government-issued phone?
Because them Senates and Congresses be making their TikToks.
They be, with they dancing and stuff.
Doing the challenges. Doing the Cuff It Challenge.
Because that shows community.
Yes.
That shows civic engagement.
Mm-hmm. That shows that they are relate to the people. Texas announces a takeover of Houston schools, stirring anger. And why are they doing that? Texas officials.
Because I think they're under the woke situation too, the Florida woke situation where you can't talk about black issues and things.
Well, they need to cut them off too and set them to sail out. Texas officials on Wednesday announced a state takeover of nearly 200,000 student public school district, the 8th largest in the country, acting on years of threats and angering Democrats who assail the move as political. The announcement made by Republican Governor Greg Abbott's Education Commissioner Mike Morath amounts to one of the largest school takeovers in the U.S. It also deepens a high-stakes rift between Texas' largest city, where Democrats wield control, and state Republican leaders who have sought increased authority following election fumbles and COVID-19 restrictions. The takeover is the latest example of Republican and predominantly white state officials pushing to take control of actions in heavily minority and Democratic-led cities. They include St. Louis and Jackson, Mississippi, where the legislature is pushing to take over the water system and for an expanded role for state police and appointed judges. In a letter to the Houston Independent School District, Morath said the Texas Education Agency will replace Superintendent Millard House II and the district's elected board of trustees with a new superintendent and an appointed board of managers made of residents from within the district's boundaries. Morath said the board has failed to improve student outcomes while conducting chaotic board meetings married by infighting and violating open meeting acts and procurement laws. He accused the district of failing to provide proper special education services and of violating state and federal laws with its approach to supporting students with disabilities. So what's happening here? Tell me what I read.
You want to see read the Dear Families thing?
No, that's not from that.
No, that's not that.
I don't know what it say.
I don't know what that means. Schneider.
Here,
LaWanda, Janet, somebody break it down.
Say what it say.
Tell me what I said. Tell me what I read. What did I see?
What they say? Read it again. Just read me one part of it.
It say
Texas is taking over the school. Oh, maybe like how, remember when Massachusetts were threatening to take over Boston public schools, and we fought against that because we don't want the state having conservatorship over the schools. Because usually when the states take over the school system, they end up effing it up even more than it is. So maybe that's the same thing as this.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think that they were able to. Texas is super conservative, and Texas does also believe in, no critical race theory and all kinds of stuff, and removing books and stuff from the library. So I'm guessing that the Republicans have made this move to take over.
They said that there's been underperformance in the schools, and so they just want to ensure a smooth transition without the disruption to our core mission of providing an exceptional educational experience.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing a conservatorship over the Texas public schools, and the state is taking over instead of the school district
Instead
or
of the
something
school
like that.
board.
Which is crazy.
Wow.
That sucks. That's usually when states do take a hold of things and they get all stupid with it. Let's listen to what these nice letter people with these letter have to say. She unrolled that letter mad loud.
Let me be clear. Educators, parents, and the community remain resolutely opposed to today's announcement by the TEA to take over Houston public schools. Our schools should be run by our locally elected school board.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned, this is a hostile takeover. It was done to Houston families, not with them.
I know that the school system has been underfunded. It has been underfunded for decades. It didn't just start. The federal government has had to fund. The Texas tax dollars that should go to schools are going into the pockets of people who do not see public schools as the means of educating their children.
All right. Well,
in each case, it is a different group of local officials that run the school system. So it goes from one form of local control to a different form of local control.
Well then, that's what's happening down there in Texas. And then the very last story, a 14-year-old girl drugged and sex trafficked for nearly 2 weeks has been rescued at a Gwinnett Walmart.
That's nice.
Do y'all watch Truth Be Told on Apple TV?
No.
You have to watch Truth Be Told. It's with Octavia Spencer. Dwayne Wade's wife is, what's her name now? Dwayne Wade's
Gabrielle Nugent. Union.
Is she Asian now? Gabrielle Nugent is co-starring in this season. It's really, really, really good. You should watch it. Speaking of 14-year-olds getting sex trafficked. So anyhow, here we go. A 14-year-old girl who was a victim of a human sex trafficking was rescued after she asked for a police officer's help at a Gwinnett County Walmart. Channel 2's Gwinnett County Bureau Chief Matt Johnson was in Lawrenceville, where Antonio Johnson Irvin, Trey Trevelyan, and Trevor Nichols were arrested last month. On Wednesday, the judge dismissed the charges against Johnson Irvin for the lack of probable cause. Both Trevelyan and Nichols remain charged with sex trafficking and will stay in jail. Police added charges for a woman they said was involved and lived where the alleged trafficking was happening. Johnson was at the courtroom at 4 p.m. when police testified that the teen ran away from her home in Gwinnett County, met a man on social media, and then was allegedly drugged and sold for sex for nearly 2 weeks. Oh, my God. The victim disclosed to the officer she was sex trafficked and was being held at 164 Maddox Street in an apartment J and K.
Metro today,
they said, go ahead.
testified about how one victim ended up being allegedly trafficked. The detective testified that this 14-year-old girl ran away from home in Cobb County, met a man on social media, was drugged allegedly, and then sold for sex here in Gwinnett County. A Lawrenceville police detective testified that a 14-year-old girl asked officers for help when she saw them last month at the Walmart on Collins Hill Road.
The victim disclosed to the officers that basically that she was sex trafficked and that she was being held at 164 Maddox Street in apartment J and K.
Trey Trevelyan is one of her alleged traffickers and faced a judge Wednesday afternoon. The detective testified that the victim was a Cobb County runaway at the time and met Trevin Nichols on a social media app called Tagged.
She remembers waking up being tied to a tub. She remembers being forced to have sex with multiple men.
Police showed up to the Walmart for a call about a fight on February 22nd. They ended up fighting the 14-year-old victim, who said she had been held against her will for about 2 weeks. Police found an online ad for sex that featured a photo of the victim.
The phone number that was linked to one of those advertisements was found in the couch in apartment K.
Both Trevelyan and Nichols remain charged with sex trafficking and will remain in jail. The judge dismissed charges against Antonio Johnson Irvin, who police arrested along with the other 2 men last month. His attorney argued that he had nothing to do with the trafficking.
I'm going to dismiss the sex trafficking warrant for a lack of probable cause.
Now, as charges were dropped against one man today, police added charges against a woman who they say lived in the apartment there and was involved in the trafficking. Police say they're also
there are a couple of things in this story that I want to make a note of. Number one, stop running your little ass away from home. Stop meeting these grown men on the internet and meeting up with them because you feel like you're too grown to be at home. Number three, stop sex trafficking people and putting their vaginas out on the advertisements. And number four, I don't even know what number 4 is, but there's a lot of things wrong in this world that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Why you take that little girl and tie her to the bathtub? And why you running away from home and meeting people with tags? And for parents, start socializing with your children on social media.
Yeah.
Y'all got to know the password. If they're going to have, a 14-year-old should not have social media without you having their password as well. Yet, mommy, can I have social media? Yes, you can. What is the password? And you got to be my friend, and you got to be Tony's friend, and you got to be Tristan's friend. Because I know that once they see some foolishness, they're going to shut it down if I don't get to it.
These kids got the Finsta, though.
The Finsta.
Yeah.
The Finsta, I tell you something. I'm going to check your phone and check all the little pages that you have underneath it. Don't give me the ugly Finsta, because if I don't see you posting all the things that you wearing every day, then I know you got a fake one.
Ooh.
I want to see the story. I want to like it. I want to interact and engage with you.
Yeah.
All the things.
Remy Ma was a good movie on the same thing, Girl in the Closet. Oh, it's Girl in the Closet is the movie with Tammy Roman and Remy Ma. And then Jess
That's
said
a lifestyle movie, right?
Lifetime, yep. Janet said these kids always think the grass is greener until they realize it, and then it's a sad story. Who wants to have sex with someone? How is fighting it? What? Y'all men see that as a turn on? I know. Who wants to have sex with somebody who is fighting it? Right. Y'all right. Caleb got 3 Minecraft
Some
accounts.
people they like that. Some people like that.
They like that. They like it rough.
Some people like that.
What?
That's
Like what?
That's like
rough?
people that have sex after they had an argument.
Oh,
they like that.
That's
Weird.
sexy though.
Wow.
That's nice.
I don't think it's the same.
You
thing.
grab you around the throat. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Stop.
That's psycho.
Sorry.
That's
Push your face.
That's a little loony. That's a little.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start a fight. These kids can't
Start it right now. I'm fighting with you.
I'm angry.
I'm angry. Let's fight it out.
Send a text message now.
With a mean face on it.
Why does Caleb have 3 Minecraft accounts? Did he make those? He keep on making them because you know the passwords? Is that what's going on? Don't let us have to all come down on the Caleb now. What's
Put
going
him in
on?
a line. Spank his bottom.
Anyhow, that was the national news. That national news was not. Listen, tomorrow got to be better.
Tomorrow's Friday, so we got a whole different plan.
Might not be good news today. They're gonna be good news
Friday.
tomorrow.
There's gonna be no bad news Fridays.
Right.
F it up Fridays.
Right. Fun Friday.
Fun, freaky F things on a Friday. And we got our questions and all kind of stuff. I think we got an interview tomorrow too.
Oh, that's nice. Might not be good news today. There will be good news tomorrow.
Spark FM Online, number 1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Yamba Market. Visit the first black-owned dispensary in Cambridge. Yamba Market's mission is to participate authentically in building a socially restorative adult cannabis market in Massachusetts and beyond. Their commitment to the Yamba family is to provide an inclusive and exemplary experience focused on a broad selection of unique strains, quality products, and customer journey. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. 580 Mass Avenue, Central Square, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Registration at yambamarket.com.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-Made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Caribbean Foundation of Boston presents the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet on Sunday, April 2nd at Music Bar. Tempo International Rhythm and Steel. Yours truly, Janet Joe Johnson to step into culture dances and much, much more. Sunday, April 2nd at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Tickets now on sale. 617-445-1228. That's 617-445-1228. Come celebrate the 38th Annual Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Appreciation Awards Banquet at the Thelma Burns Building, 575 Warren Street in Dorchester. Log on to CaribbeanFoundation.net for more information. Your MC for the evening, City Councilor Brian Worrell. Join us April 2nd for the 38th Annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Community Appreciation Awards Banquet. Brought to you by the Caribbean Foundation of Boston.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them no like me, I'm in a like them.
Spark FM.
Come on. Hot, sicker than your average.
Spark FM.
Yo, sugar man be ballin'. These chicks pigeon toed. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
No behavior.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM online #1 for urban and Caribbean music. It is approximately 10:36. We got a little bit over a half an hour left. A little under half an hour left, so we're gonna get to it. Just can you teach me how? I want to change my time so that it reflects the accurate time, but it won't let me change it.
I'll show you how to do it.
And then every time I do it, it just don't let me do it.
Why you don't have the right time?
I don't know. I can't hear you.
Oh.
I was like, did I not turn it on? It's 5 minutes fast, and I don't like 5 minute fast because I be rushing through things and be like, oh my God, I gotta go. And I got like 5 minutes left. Ja Morant, that gun wasn't mine in the video, not who I am. He's getting a lot of, did any of you guys actually see the video?
No.
We have it right here.
Let's look at it, because
I want to
see it, because I literally have not even cared to watch it.
Here's the clip.
Let's see what this the Ja Morant is the young basketball player who was flashing up the gun, and he is now in a lot of trouble. Here in the
I ain't seen it.
Oh, that's a gun.
Oh, that was the little.
Is that in the strip club? Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, yeah. Yeah, no.
Oh, it was that little gun that he showed?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That little one piece of time that they flashed that little gun?
Mm-hmm.
And the boy is in all kind of trouble and have to go rehab and all of that for flashing that little.
In the video in the strip club and with his shirt off being sexy?
Right.
Ja Morant is making one thing clear. The gun he flashed in the Colorado strip club was not his. Ja Morant, I want you to know that does not matter at all. Like, that's not what that's not what the issue at all.
Right.
Whose gun it was, that nobody cares. But as far as whose weapon it was, the NBA star is remaining tight-lipped. The Grizzlies guard sat down for a one-on-one interview with ESPN's Jalen Rose on Wednesday, shortly after his 8-game suspension was announced. And he was asked straight up who owned the gun he showed off at his Instagram Live on the 4th. The gun wasn't mine, Morant said. It's not who I am. I don't condone any type of violence, but I will take full responsibility for my actions. I made a bad mistake, and I can see the image I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I will show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative. Here is the interview.
Well, the gun wasn't mine. It's not who I am.
You've
I
got a
don't
sexy
condone
lip, boy.
any type of violence. But I take full responsibility for my actions. Made a bad mistake, and I can see the image that I painted over myself with my recent mistakes. But in the future, I'm gonna show everybody who Ja really is, what I'm about, and change this narrative.
You at the spot, Shotgun Willie's. I've been there. You were holding a gun. And
he said, I've been there to that strip club. Let me just get that in.
Morant, who hasn't played for the Grizzlies since March 3rd, said he's been in a good mental place following the incident, and he spent his time away from the game speaking with therapists, getting Reiki treatment, and working on anxiety breathing to help deal with the stress. Morant added he realized he needed help when he made the video, and his daughter inspired him to open up about his issues with professionals.
He has a daughter?
Yeah. The All-Star who discussed his meeting with Adam Silver, and he said it was a productive conversation on the commish voice support for him. Morant says he still takes pride in being a role model, saying, I realized I had a lot of kids who look up to me, even probably some adults, a lot of fans. I realized my past mistakes isn't being a good role model, so just gotta be better in that area and be more responsible, be smarter, and make better decisions. The hoops y'all make these black boys run through for saying things is crazy to me.
For living.
It's crazy. I'm not saying it was the smartest thing to do or even it was even cute or whatever. Half of the world wouldn't have known a damn thing about that video had y'all not made it a big deal. Why you couldn't pull him to the side and be like, oh, you're suspended for some crazy activity, leave the video out of the news and things like I just don't understand. Like, he's in rehab, he's doing interviews and everything because he was at a strip club flashing a gun. There was no incident that happened after or therefore. Nobody was hurt. There was probably no bullets in the gun. It's not his gun. I don't know. Am I giving him an excuse? I don't know. I don't know I don't know what to do.
Maybe because I don't know. What was it on TikTok? Did they put it on TikTok? Yeah, it's just not a good look. But I think that it's I think the punishment doesn't fit the crime. I mean, there was no crime committed with said gun, all of that. So it just seems like it's a lot of rigmarole for something that was just not that serious.
Janice, I don't agree. Like, stop drinking. Like, he's 22. Yeah. That's all they do is drink.
Get lit.
Get lit. I'm in the strip club. I'm going to go to the strip club and not drink? That's crazy. I ain't never. And I've been to a lot of strip clubs. You supposed to drink in the strip clubs. You get loose and get a lap dance. You have somebody sliveling their booty hole in your face.
I don't want the booty hole part.
Speaking of strip club, I heard they sold Adas.
No, did they sell it?
I heard they sold it.
August, yeah.
Sold
Was
it?
it August?
Yeah.
August.
It's gone?
Yeah, it's not gonna be a strip club. They're gonna make housing.
I heard all that.
They're gonna make housing?
Yeah, I heard all that.
You being a jerk?
Don't they make housing out of everything?
Because I'm like, wait, what's going on?
It's definitely sold.
Is it?
Yeah.
I wanted it.
What? You wanted it?
I did. I did want that. I wanted either the location or the strip club.
Yeah.
I would have made good money. Agus Highland Tap Lounge taps out in Roxbury.
Wow, yeah, see that?
No, I think they just sell the liquor license. Oh, him and Judd to celebrate wants to open the new. No, they sold it. I don't know if they sold it. I thought they sold the liquor license for it.
Oh, I thought it was confirmed that they sold the business.
The business?
Yeah.
How would I find that out? Was Agus Boston sold? Let me see. Agus Highland this time.
Is that speed reading?
Yes, it is.
Oh. Okay. Right.
It don't say anything, but I will find out about it because, listen, okay? That's all I know. That's a nice place over there.
I like Agus. I had
no,
a nice time
Agus
in
got
there.
a Instagram.
Oh God, what does it say?
Agus Highland Tap. We are a bikini bar located in Boston, Mass.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I like bikini bar.
That is cute.
Oh, they got the big. That's Lola.
Oh, is Lola on there?
Yeah, look at Lola. She's got to be Lola. Look at it.
Oh.
But I do think that Boston should have a gentleman's club. Or, oh no, we're in woke culture. What sound like DeSantis? We're in woke culture right now, so we can't have no nice things. That's terrible.
That is crazy.
Let me go to that. Let me see what else we got in the news. Natalia Bryant remembers Kobe as the best girl dad at an emotional TCL Chinese theater ceremony. I didn't know that he was the first NBA player or sports player to be given a star on the wall.
I didn't know he was the first.
Yeah, he was the first. Kobe Bryant's hand and footprints were forever enshrined at the iconic TCL Chinese Theater in Hollywood, and the Bryant family was on hand for the moving ceremony, with Natalia Bryant delivering an emotional speech about her dad. Mamba's prints were originally cast in February 2011, the day before KB was named All-Star Game MVP, but were permanently displayed on Wednesday in front of the iconic theater. Until today, the one-of-a-kind concrete was displayed inside the theater and was only visible to fans seeing a show. I'm honored to be here today to recognize the man we all know and love, my dad, Kobe Bryant. Natalia Bryant told fans at the ceremony, also attended by Lakers owner Jeannie Buss and Byron Scott. When most people knew him as a basketball player or storyteller, I got to know him and love him as my dad. And let me tell you, he's the MVP of girl dads, to say the least.
She's so cute.
She is. As you visit here for years to come, I encourage you to place your hands in his and take a moment to stand in his shoes. Natalia, who is studying film in college, was clearly touched. Her pops was honored at such a historic location. Oh.
And look at the little ones.
Yeah, they're getting so big.
I know, and I feel so bad because that little one was like 6 months when the dad
It's truly astounding to be standing here in front of the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, forever displaying my dad's hands and footprints. As you visit here for years to come, I encourage you to place your hands in his and take a moment to stand in his shoes. This will be a treasure for the city of Los Angeles and my dad's fans from all over the world to hold and to cherish. It is only fitting that my dad, Kobe Bryant, is the very first athlete to get their hand and footprints displayed here in the city of Los Angeles. This day symbolizes the impact that he has had on a city that he loved and cared for so deeply. This also embraces the Mamba mentality and competitiveness at being the first ever athlete to ever accomplish this.
She looked like her father. Bro.
She do. She look like her daddy. That's her daddy, son. That's nice. I like Natalia.
Me too.
That's so sad.
And she grew up so quick too.
Very quickly. Very quickly.
Little boo-boo.
Kanye West will face no charges after investigation for grabbing and tossing a phone. That's good. What were they going to charge him with?
Grabbing and tossing a phone.
And what is that? Do a fine? You'd think that he would have just threw the money at them. Like, here's your stupid $500 for your stupid ass phone with your stupid self.
Why was somebody even suing over that? That's so stupid.
Because that's if
people just want money.
Honey.
They just want money.
If Kanye West threw my phone, even though I know it's not right to sue him, I would still sue him. Because he got money, Tristan. He's got a lot of money.
Yeah.
If
everybody always trying to catch a case.
I got emotional distress from Kanye throwing my phone. I need at the very least $100,000.
Not $100,000.
Not $100,000.
$100,000. I'm stressed about it, Tristan. I'm stressed out. Kanye stole my phone, and he threw it from me.
Oh, he stole it.
No,
from you
he
too.
took it from me. I mean, that's pretty much stealing. If you're gonna take it from me and then you're gonna throw it, I had to look at my phone being tooken and thrown.
Tooken.
What do you think that did to me?
Pero it didn't break.
What do you think that type of stress did to me? It hurt me.
Oh.
I'm distressed, distraught, and I got anxiety.
Damn.
Now I think that every time somebody go near my phone, they're gonna take it and throw it like Kanye. Yeah. I need to be reprieved from that. $200,000. $200,000. Now that I'm thinking about it, I need more.
Wow.
So he's.
I'm at a loss for words about what to say.
A release from the Ventura Cove District Attorney's Office Wednesday revealed the phone suffered minor damage, only affecting the $30 case around the device, and stated the female paparazzo declined to press charges against Kanye. I would at least got my $30 back from my phone case. I'm going to get something out of this.
I'm gonna sue Kanye for $30. Shit.
Imagine that. You
and
send him. You serve him. I want an outfit and $30 for my phone case.
It costs $30
That's
to
a nice
serve
phone
someone.
case, though. If it only broke the phone case.
I know, right? It's probably an utter box.
Y'all ain't gonna run up on me like that. If I say stop,
I wasn't running.
If I say it ain't running.
I wasn't
Stop with
running.
your cameras.
I know, but
Stop with
Kanye,
your
you're a
cameras.
celebrity. were there for Kim, Kanye. It's all right, man. Take the camera. Okay, I'm taking it off.
You tried to throw the...
You stopped running up on me. I wasn't running. Girl.
She asked for it. She antagonized him and provoked him.
But you're a celebrity.
But you're a
Imagine that. I want to see the
Kanye.
actual
Public
video footage that she
figure.
has from the phone, because that must be fun. Like you're watching Kanye, and next thing to know, the image flashes to the phone flying in the air and landing on the ground. That's funny.
It's the sky. It's the sky.
Give me my money, Kanye.
No.
Run me my coin.
Don't give her nothing, Kanye.
$100,000. Fine. $150,000. Young Ma, we talked about Young Ma yesterday about how she looked like she had a little jaundice, and it's suspecting that she recently was hospitalized for several conditions.
Only you said she looked like she had jaundice.
Did you see her eyes? I've seen jaundice before, and it's yellow. Ma, M.A., Young Ma. Is her Young Ma or Young M.A.?
It's a Young Ma.
It's Young Ma?
Young Ma.
Tells us many of my supporters know I've been dealing with various personal health issues as the last few years. I recently was hospitalized and successfully treated for several conditions, including jaundice.
What's jaundice?
Jaundice when your eyes is yellow and your skin is yellow.
It's a liver dysfunction.
Okay.
I'm doing better now. Will take some time, but I'm on the road to recovery and look forward to the future. She continues, rest assured I'm in good spirits and everything will be explained in the music, plus a documentary. Love y'all. MAB. Don't worry. I'm good. About a week ago.
No, that's not her.
Oh. She
That
called
is
me
her.
Stephanie. I
That
call
is
her
her.
Heffany.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, about a week. Oh, no.
Yes.
That's Bobby
My
Shmurda.
bad.
But did she say about a week ago in her thing?
Yeah, she said about a week.
About a week ago.
No.
No, I don't think she said a week ago.
She do.
Yes.
She
Yes.
do.
Yes. Yes, she does.
About a week ago.
Yes, she does.
Humming number chop about a week ago.
Yes, she does.
Mm-hmm. Run the tune. Yes, Google it and see if it's in there.
That's it.
And rap it for
Do
me.
Young Ma say week ago?
Hurricane Chris beats second-degree murder case. Jury buys the Debo defense. What's the Debo defense? Like Debo? Oh, wow. It is the Debo. It's a Debo defense.
What's the name of that song?
Heffany.
I don't know if it's called Heffany.
The deceased, his name was Debo.
Oh, it's called Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, baby, rapper. Oh, hey, baby, sing Hurricane Chris. Hurricane Chris, sing Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Is now free to resume his life. A jury found him not guilty on second-degree murder charges after his legal team used a Friday character to make his case. The 34-year-old, whose name is Christopher Dooley, told the Shade Room, I want to thank God, my attorneys at the Washington and Wells Law Firm, and my family for standing by me as my life was on the line. Chris was accused of fatally shooting Danzaria Ferris Jr. in 2020 at a Texaco station in Shreveport, L.A., but the rapper's attorney claimed
Louisiana.
Louisiana. But the rapper's attorney claimed he acted in self-defense, liking the deceased man to Debo, a.k.a. the late Tiny Zeus Lister from Ice Cube's 1995 classic Friday film. Following the verdict, Chris told reporters outside the courtroom Jesus was responsible for the outcome and blah, blah, blah. I want to see how they used it. How did they use it? What did he say? Oh, maybe because Debo was a deviant and he was trying to kill him, so he had to kill him back? Kill him first?
Debo stole the bike and the chain.
And he was going around. That's why he got knocked the F out.
Yeah.
Interesting. You see how art can imitate life? And sometimes, but I bet you he wouldn't want his lyrics to be in the court case.
And speaking of lyrics, she do not say week ago at all in this song.
She don't?
Nope.
Sing it. Rap it for me.
All right, here we go. And a 1 and a 2. Yo, bro, I think I like Hennessy too much, man. This Hennessy getting to me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little smiz, I'm a little dress, but we in the club. Ooh. Yeah, they hate me, but they broke though. And when it's time to pop a no-show, yeah, I'm pretty, but I'm loco. The loud got me moving slow-mo. And yo, Tweety with the hoes, bro. And yo, Keys with the hoes, though. That nigga got here, bozo. It's by you, no ho. We got liquor by the boatload.
No.
Disrespectful life, that's a no-no.
No.
All my dressed in roho.
Ho.
I ride for my guys, that's the broke code.
Code.
Baby, give me head, that's a low blow.
Low.
Then she make me weak when she deep throat.
Deep throat.
Wait a minute. Deep throat what?
The strap.
Oh. Oh. I need a rich bitch, not a cheap hoe.
Yeah.
They be on that hate-ish. I peep though. My brother told me, F 'em, get the money, sis. You just keep on grinding on your hungry-ish. Ignore the hate, ignore the fake. Ignore the funny-ish, because if it violate, we got 100 clips. And we go from 0 to 100 quick.
Oh, 0 to 100.
Yeah, we just them niggas with the ain't effing with.
Yep.
Pockets on the chubby chase. And still could bag a thotty and some bunny-ish. You're Ellie, why you testing me?
Me.
Testing me.
Like I don't always be the hammer next to me.
Happening.
Lion got a hitter to the left of me.
Hey.
Like we ain't in the streets, more than sesame. Hey. Is that your chick? Why she texting me?
Texting me.
Why she keep calling my phone sexually?
Sexually.
Every time I'm about why she stressing me.
Stressing me.
I call her Stephanie. I call her Heffany.
Yeah.
I can't breathe.
Janet, you're a negative Nancy today. Throw the whole Thursday away. My sister just dropped like 32 bars.
Janet had to open doors for the hoe.
What?
That's the next line. I don't open doors for a hoe. You just want the neck, nothing more. Shorty, make a clap, make an applause. When you're tired of your man, give me a call.
All right.
You did very well, sis. You did very, very well.
Big Trini said I'm reading the lyrics. Big Trini, I was spitting a hot 16.
A hot 32 she was spitting.
Hot 32, 64 even.
Hello.
That's for me.
Speaking of Hot 16, 50 Cent shares ruthless plans for seized home of disregard former Sire Spirits director. All right. Oh, this the new person that owes his money. As previously reported, 50 was cleared earlier this month to start collecting on the $6 million debt after emerging victorious in a 7-figure lawsuit filed against Mitchell Green, the former brand management director of Le Chemin du Roi Champagne. What is it? Leche du Roi Champagne. Was found guilty of embezzling upwards of $2 million from the company in October 2021 after being caught in 2020, revealing plans to seize his property upon his court victory earlier in the month. 50 Cent has now elaborated on what the plans for said property will entail. I think I'm going to put epoxy floors in this place, he wrote. I'm going to keep it and his family pictures around, as a theme for the place. 50 is rude. Le Chemin du Roi Champagne, which translates to the King's Path. They could have just called it the King's Path. Was created in 2019 through 50's Sire Spirits, where the champagne already costs over $150 a bottle. Green had reportedly been inflating the prices and pocketing extra kickbacks from wholesalers that he claims were agency fees, court document shows. The court issued a final word of $6,194,293 in favor of Sire Spirits in October 2021, which included prejudgment interest, attorney's fees, arbitrator compensation, and other fees. Wow. Good for him. And Sire Spirits are suing I don't know who else they're suing. It's a long article, and that's the point of it, is that 50 Cent is going to get some his money back. Yes. With that, Drake and 21 Savage fans furious over outrageous "It's All a Blur" ticket. The Beehive would never be upset about the ticket price. That means y'all don't got real fans. Drake and 21 Savage are the latest artists to infuriate fans over the high prices of pre-sale tickets of their upcoming tour. Fans with access to the Cash App card pre-sale drop were stunned to discover the fees for admission to Drizzy and 21's highly anticipated "It's All a Blur" tour. The pre-sale went live on Wednesday, and many would-be concert goers ran to social media to complain about tickets reportedly going for as much as $1,000.
What the hell?
These Drake prices are outrageous, one person tweeted, with another reference. Chris Brown's giving lucky fans a lap dance on stage. Drake concert tickets are $1,000. He better Chris Brown me on that stage. Facts. Period. Another person played on the title of Drake's most recent solo album, writing, I saw these ticket prices for Drake's tour, and you know what? Honestly, never mind. Someone else decided she would take matters into her own hands and find a way to work the concert, but to work at a security guard if I have to see Drake. The high pricers also had people advising others to pull the trigger if their relationship with the significant others mattered. Buy her Drake tickets. It's the bare minimum.
Oh, wow. So wait a minute. Access to the Cash App card pre-sale drop.
I can buy it during with
so
Cash App?
they did this thing where you can
Cash
buy
App
the tickets on Cash App now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, they're like
I didn't
the
get no
first ticket.
pre-sale drop.
Due to high demand, Ticketmaster set up a special process for fans to get access to purchasing tickets. Once they got through, they were then hit with ticket prices that retailed for a minimum of $500. Let me ask you guys a question. What is the most that you would pay? I think we did this before, but they really are starting at $400.
Oh, look, it ends on 3/16. It ends today. At 10 p.m., the Drake pre-sale is live with the Cash Card.
Let's go
Only
get
with
them.
Cash Card. Let me see.
Tony, you got $1,000 in the ticket?
No, he ain't gonna get my Cash App card money.
Are you kidding me? If y'all don't leave me alone, don't be asking me questions.
I didn't even think that album was even that fire in the first place.
Oh, he's 2 nights here in Boston, July 11th and July 12th. Let's look at the tickets through Cash App.
Oh, look, we busy those days.
We can go.
What we doing?
And last but not least, Sean Diddy Combs says it's time for BET to be black owned again, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday. So hopefully I just want them to make it make sense.
Yeah. No, it's $431 for the balcony.
We just said this.
For the friggin' balcony is $431 effing dollars. I don't come with a meet and greet. I can't even walk past them and take a selfie on my own. Oh no, I'm not gonna go to it.
Get your card.
Drake
ready.
gonna have to see me.
It says tickets start at $69.50.
Okay.
Add money to your balance. Tickets start at $69.50. This is the instruction on Cash App. Unlock the pre-sale. Once the pre-sale is live, you'll just need to enter your offer code, the 9 digits on your Cash App and your Cash Card to get access. Pay with the Cash Card after you find your venue and pick your seats. Don't forget to use Cash Card at checkout to buy tickets. The first 9 digits of your Cash Card is your access code.
You want to get back to the Diddy story?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I'm going to do this and see what happened. I'm going to let y'all know.
If you get one, get me one too.
If it's $69.50, I'll buy it.
If it's $69.50, get it.
Because
Because I'll definitely go to it with you. We'll go 21. Can you do something, baby?
Yeah.
Anyhow, people, so what is he saying over here? It's time for BET to get it right.
It's time for BET to be black owned again, so we have the power to tell our own stories, control our own narrative. This is not about me, it's about we. Combs wrote on Instagram, I'm building a team of leaders in the culture to pursue ownership and BET together. We have to unify our power and resources to create real change.
Would he possibly be talking about Tyler Perry and Byron Allen? Because why you got to build a team? Just build with them.
Broke that Paramount Global was selling
How much it cost?
BET, which includes BET Plus, and VH1. Everybody was on Twitter, a lot of, back and forth, people saying, media is not important, who cares? Nobody watches BET anyway. So I don't think that people fully understand the importance of media, right? This is something I really want to talk about. There's really 3 ways to control the masses: religion, school, education, and media. Religion, extremely difficult to change somebody's religion. Schooling takes years to fully execute properly, and it's still not really done at an efficient level. Media, you can literally watch an hour video on YouTube and think you're an expert on something. You can literally change somebody's mind by watching a documentary. Think about how many people became vegan after watching What the Health. That's a 2-hour video.
Who's talking?
This is why
earn your leisure, guys.
That have nothing to do with media by media companies like Jeff Bezos, like Elon Musk, like Mark Benioff. The list goes on. So now let's drill this down a little bit further. When you look at media in this country, less than 3% of the media is owned by black people. 95% of black-owned media is focused on sports, entertainment, and celebrity gossip. So what does that leave us with? That leaves us with media that we have no ownership in, no control in, no interest in, that's literally dictating our lives, and in a result, controlling how we think. So it is extremely important that black people have their own media arm. Al Jazeera,
Spark FM.
Arab world. Telemundo, a media arm for the Latinx world. Fox, a media arm for the Republican Party. MSNBC, a media arm for the Democratic Party. I can go on and on, right? So it's encouraging when we hear, Tyler Perry and Byron Allen are, looking to buy it. And then we heard Diddy as well. So
you're listening to Spark FM online.
Right. I like that. Thank you. No, but yes, I think it's important. It is very important. And I really do think that I hope that they get together and figure this out, because I think that BET is needed, contrary to a lot of people's popular belief. We've been talking about so many other streaming services. BET has never been in that conversation.
That's true.
See, it doesn't make any sense. BET could technically be doing all the things that Netflix and all these other networks are doing and things as such. I think they really effed up when they sold it to a white company as a black entertainment television network.
They do have a BET Plus that is a subscription service, but it's all the same content. So it's not, it's not on the and it should be.
Yeah,
it should be. These tickets that they give us access to through the Cash App card start at $399.50.
$39.50.
$399.
I don't care.
$50.
My headphones don't
so
work.
it's $399.50 and $499.50 are the tickets that you have access to with your Cash App card.
Oh.
Let me get out of this real quick.
I guess I won't be attending.
Shit. And that's each, because it said 2 tickets, but that's each $399.50 each. Let me slide that up real quick.
Yes. Anyhow, people, we got to slide on over to the side. We'll be back tomorrow for Fun-Filled Friday. So make sure you guys join us. And we are excited to talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, and tomorrow will be a better day.
Tomorrow will be a better day. Have a good one. Bye.
How are you morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Wine and go low. Hey, girl, away roll. Put on the roll. Wine and go low. Wine and go low.
You're listening to Spark FM.
She's an angel, she's a devil. Tell you iconic.
The all-new Spark FM. Log on to SparkFMOnline.com.
Yamba Market. Visit the